Everybody, this is Rich. It's Saturday afternoon. This is a Suffolk Crunch, sponsored by Bad Shirt Club, and some breaking news this afternoon regarding one of our double promotion winners, Cameron Burgess. But firstly, we'll go for 100 likes on this video, hit subscribe, and head over to Bad Shirt Club to get 30% off all of your hats, shirts and jackets. Use the code TSC30 when you're at the checkout, and then you get 30% off. But yeah, 100 likes on this video, hit subscribe. But yeah, if you're in the chat, get involved, drop some questions, drop some comments. We'll probably do 10-15 minutes, but then I normally say that, and we normally end up doing about half an hour. But yeah, the Saturday sit down, Cameron Burgess has departed Ipswich Town. Sadly, he is going to, I can't believe it, he's going to Swansea. Now, no disrespect to Swansea City, good football club, but when I see some of the clubs that have been linked to Burgess, Glasgow Rangers, I think Girona, there were several clubs in the mix. Swansea City was not on my bingo card for Cameron Burgess. 127 appearances for Town, 5 goals, signed from Accrington Stanley in the summer of 21. One of the back-to-back promotion heroes, played 18 times last year in the Premier League, and you could say arguably probably one of our best defenders. He was offered a contract, obviously, in the summer. His contract run till June. And look, I think the longer it went on, I think it's no surprise that he's departed. He signed a 3-year deal at Swansea. He's 29. They must have put together one hell of a contract, I think. Look, I think he probably knew himself that with the signing of Jacob Greaves, he wasn't going to be first choice next season. So he probably weighed up all his options. At his age, he's looked for the best deal that he can get. And yeah, he's headed to Swansea. John Smith, have you got a caravan? No, I'm not. I'm in the garden. Grass needs cutting, John. Anyway, hope everyone's well in the chat. Get involved. Drop some comments in there. We'll have a little bit of a chat for about 10-15 minutes. But yeah, look, I think Cameron... yeah, I'm a little bit stunned at Swansea. I don't want to be disrespectful to them because they have been in the Premier League. Ian Super Torres, hola to you. No, John, I haven't got room for a caravan. I don't want a caravan. Not a massive fan of caravans. So thanks for the offer, though. But yeah, yeah. Look, I think Town now, obviously, we're going to obviously need to sign a left-sided centre-back. I know people will probably say now we've got Elkham Baggott. Is he going to now come into the mix? Crazy decision to let him leave to... Robert Grimsby. Swansea are shit. Could we do a switch for Harry Darling? Sid Cup, good afternoon. Bad news, I've rated him highly along the way. Look, it's one of those. We offered him a contract, so we can't really say that, oh, we should have signed him, we should have kept him, because the offer was on the table. Harry Darling, yeah. Good afternoon, Jonathan. Harry Darling to Swansea, that is the rumour. Harry Darling to Norwich is the rumour, obviously, with the Liam Manning link, because he had him at MK Dons. So if you want Harry Darling, I think he's probably going to show up at the Canaries. But yeah, like I say, we need to sign another left-sided centre-back. I don't see Elkham Baggott being the reserve. You might think differently, but I think he's obviously been offered... He's been offered another year, hasn't he? They took up a 12-month option on him. So there's a possibility he could be that reserve centre-back on the left side. Greaves is going to be your first choice. I can hear the fisherman now. I can hear him now. He's not happy. And I think there'll be a lot of Town fans who... I think would just be... It's disappointment, I think. Because Burgess played a massive part at Town. And I was one of his biggest critics when he was in League One. There was times, I think it was Oxford and Wickham, I thought he didn't cover himself in glory. We'll get on to Kieran McKenna, Rob, in a minute. We'll talk about Cam for a little bit more because I think he deserves it. yeah, I was one of the critics who thought League One, can he make the step up to Championship? And then could he make the step up to the Premier League? And I think he's done it seamlessly. And I think he's had a really, really good career at Town. I think he's probably one of the main players, the main one I think he's improved most under Kieran McKenna. I think he's been absolutely top drawer. Trevor, good afternoon. Not surprised he's gone, but by the destination. But it's a 3-year contract to a fellow Championship club, and he was not prepared to sit on the bench. I think you've probably nailed it there. He's going to play. He's going to be a regular. And like you say, it's a 3-year deal. I don't know what the length of the contract Town offered him. But he's obviously getting the best deal for himself and his family. And look, he's going to the World Cup. Australia have qualified, so he needs to be playing regular football. You know, he needs to be playing regular football, and that's what he's had to weigh up, because he's probably not going to be a regular at Town. So, yeah, disappointing. Look, we'll always remember Cameron for the goal at Coventry that night. And he does go. He goes. Look, I was reading the comments online. There's no negativity, and you know you've done your job when you're leaving, and everyone wants you to stay. You know, it's probably the best time to leave when people want more. But yeah, look, he has a great career down at Swansea, and plays lots of games, and yeah, he goes with all our best wishes. Sad, it is really sad, but it's football, and we just have to move on. And yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll get on to Kieran McKenna. Obviously, Rob in the chat there. Thomas Frank, I think it was Thursday. He's gone to Tottenham. He's took his assistant with him, Cochrane, who they said was probably the man that they wanted to replace him with. There he is, Harry Scarf. Get over and subscribe to young Harry's Scarfy Spurs Talk podcast. Top stuff. Hope the GCSEs are going well. And yeah, you're looking forward to the next part of your journey, mate. But I think you've got a good manager there in Thomas Frank. But with Tottenham, you've had some good managers before. It doesn't matter. I'm good, mate. I'm good. But yeah, getting back to Kieran, I think he's second favourite. I think Keith Andrews is favourite for the job. I know he was obviously ex-Town. We had him on loan. I think he scored 9 goals, didn't he, in about half a season. And then, yeah, he left. That was when we had loads of loan players under Paul Gill. I think it's Paul Gill. Yeah, well, centre midfielder. But yeah, he's the favourite for the job, apparently, at Brentford. Set piece coach. I think that's a massive risk, if I'm being honest. Kieran's in there, second favourite. Does he stay? Does Kieran stay? Come on, everybody, get involved if you're in the chat. Does McKenna stay, or do you see him going to Brentford? I see people saying, oh, why would he go to Brentford? Town are a bigger club. Yeah, well, I get that. But Brentford are a Premier League team who have been there. I don't see him rejecting the move, Harry. If I'm being brutally honest, it's CJ, this summer is more important than last summer because there could be so many changes within our club. I hope I'm wrong, but stability is the key for a quick return. Now, let's get on to that. Really good comment. For me, it's very important that this gets wrapped up as soon as possible. If Brentford are in for McKenna and he wants to go, fair enough, just go. You know, if you want to go to the next team, go to the next club, and then we can move on, because there will be a lot of people out there who are probably like players at Town who, are they going to stay? They're probably weighing up, is McKenna going to be in the dugout next season? And a lot of them might be like a Hutchinson or an O'Shea. It might be that they're relying on McKenna staying. If he stays, they probably think, I might give it one more year. And if he goes, they might think, I'm going to go, if there's going to be a new manager. But I don't see him turning them down, if I'm honest. You think they're a Premier League team. They've been there. Brentford never been bottom 3 at any time in the Premier League. Very established. Yeah, you've nailed it there, Jonathan, because I do look at them and think it's a bit of a risk for McKenna. If he goes there, they're probably going to lose in Mbuemo and Vissa possibly. So that's one of those ones where he's got to replace them. But these managers, look, they've got every faith in their ability. And if McKenna took the job at Brentford, he would think that he could do a good job. and he probably would do, you know. And I think that's, for me, he's probably natural progression is sort of the next move up the ladder for him. Sidcup 1, he's got a job to finish here. I think he will see it out. I'll be really disappointed if he doesn't. Good afternoon, Jamie Newstead. Hope you're good. Yeah, look, it's football. It's football. You never know what's going to happen. Good afternoon, Steve. Agree, whatever happens, it needs to get sorted. Stop the unrest. I personally think Brentford haven't got the millions to pay the contract clause for McKenna. I don't agree with that. They just got, I think, 10 million from Tottenham, Steve, to pay McKenna. I think there's rumour about 8 million is Kieran's buyout clause in his contract. Brentford are awash with money. They're a Premier League club, so I don't think that they're going to struggle down the back of the sofa looking for a bit of loose change to buy him out of his contract. I might be wrong, but who knows? You know, like the people are saying, let's get it sorted, because it's a very, very important summer for Town. It's a short pre-season, obviously, because look, we're into the middle of June already. Transfer window opens again next week. Good afternoon, Matt Tamro. How you doing, mate? Got to be honest, not surprised Burgess left. More surprised where he's ending up. Like I just said earlier in the stream, Matt, he's obviously been offered a very, very good deal at Swansea. You know. Good afternoon, Kevin. How you doing, mate? Hopefully you're enjoying the sun. But yeah, McKenna, is he going to stay? Is he going to go? Get involved in the comments, everybody. Get your comments in regarding Cameron Burgess leaving Town. Drop them on the stream and I'll look to get back to you. But yeah, I've done 12 minutes. 100 likes if you're watching. Hit subscribe. Get over to Bad Shirt Club. Get all your shirts, your hats and your jackets. Sam Fender again for me tomorrow. I'm off to St James's. Looking forward to that. And bit of cricket. Shout out South Africa, who won the World Test Championship today. I went to Lord's Day 1. Absolutely brilliant. Harps, hey Cruncher, I think this means O'Shea stays. I think there's a lot of work to do there, mate, with his comments last week saying he's happy for now. Yeah, look, Jonathan, Swansea finished strong last season. Decent chance to playoffs. Anyway, everyone getting involved. Thank you very much. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. And I will see you on the next stream. But this is the Saturday sit down done. Come on, you Blues. All the best, Cameron Burgess. Thanks for everything.